After the news headlines, Peter Cushing and Donald Pleasance star in our late-night horror film, The Uncanny.
What did you say your dad did?
Landscape gardener. And on Saturdays, he does archery.
Archery? So what does your mum do?
I don't think Mum does anything. Help yourself.
You don't get thanks for everything you do.
Come back here, you two.
But you know why you buy Flora margarine.
Salon, art, salon, shape, art, shape, Vidal, Sassoon, shape. Shape, better, never been in better shape. Sassoon clean, Sassoon seen, never been in better shape. Sassoon conditioner. Body, yeah, Sassoon sheen. Finishing lips. What a clean, salon, art, salon, shape from Vidal, Sassoon, never been in better shape.
You're watching Thames from London. Now we join ITN for the latest news headlines. It's 2 o'clock.
Lester Piggott has been allowed out of jail for the first time to see his wife Susan in Addenbrooke's Hospital, Cambridge. He went with 2 prison officers late last night and was allowed 40 minutes at his wife's bedside. She's in intensive care for head and chest injuries after a riding accident last Friday. Lester Piggott had applied for compassionate parole from High Point Prison in Suffolk, where he's serving 3 years for tax fraud. A number of inmates at Lindham low-security jail in South Yorkshire reported to have escaped through the fence. There were major disturbances there last month. A British family who survived 3 days adrift in a small boat are safely back at their villa in Mallorca. Raymond Kern, his wife and son, survived by drinking their own urine and eating seaweed.
You cannot explain the horror of being out there in that sea. It's absolutely unexplainable. You face death. Death.
At night it was worse, I think. Terrible at night because you couldn't see anything, just the waves. You couldn't see the island.
Terrorist suspects in Northern Ireland could be questioned for 1 month in future without charge. The present limit is 1 week. That's thought to be one of the decisions taken at the top-level security review chaired by Mrs. Thatcher. The Northern Ireland Secretary, Tom King, would give no details. He said the new measures will become apparent shortly. The funeral of the first of the 8 soldiers killed in Saturday's IRA bus bombing will be held later today. Jason Burfitt, who was 19, will be buried near his home in Bath. The wreckage of a Soviet space rocket falling back to Earth is now expected to come down in the Pacific Ocean. The Cavant module was launched last year, but after hitches in space, the engine unit began to fall. The Americans predict that re-entry will be just after 7 o'clock.
That would put the re-entry into the atmosphere somewhere along a line just south of the Hawaiian Islands in the Pacific Ocean.
No risk, you think, that it will come down over land?
At this point, the odds against it coming down specifically over land are very slim indeed.
And that's it for now. I'll be back with more news later in the morning.
Time now for our late-night horror film, and if you're watching TV with a cat in the room, and it's an easily influenced cat, I wouldn't let it watch this. It's called The Uncanny.